Hi, Brian. You're muted right now. It's just saying hi to Brian. I was just gonna sit here and play guitar. Woo! Yeah. We'll see how I feel after session. I think Here, I'm gonna
Go on.
Hey, Yara.
Yes, sir.
I just want you to know that you are very much appreciated. You're a good friend.
I appreciate that. It's also been a very weird week, so I don't know how to respond to that necessarily at the moment.
I am really intrigued to see what Fantasy Grounds is going to look like once I actually get into the table.
The same.
Oh. Also, your mic is weird right now, Era.
That's because it's trying to filter out the fact I'm playing guitar.
Ah. But I am going to start upstream.
Hey, Viv.
Yep.
Cute, adorable.
How's the kitty shark doing today?
I would have been better if I didn't get rained on.
Ooh, no, not the moistening.
Well, like a little rain wouldn't have been so bad, but it just like straight up poured.
Ooh.
And this was like
No umbrella or anything?
Well, I was on my scooter on my way to the local card shop.
Ah.
So the reason I'm starting so late today is because we had maintenance here to replace our window. It was raining. And at one point, it just started doing that exact same thing here of just torrential downpour.
Yeah, no,
I
for
felt
me it
so
went.
bad for the guy.
For me, it went a little bit of drizzle. Like, okay, sure, that's fine. That's not gonna mess up anything. And then it just straight like hosed rain down. And thankfully I was passing by a local little like Christian academy, and they let me hang out underneath their big overhang while I waited for the rain to leave. But by that point, I was completely soaked. This was 5 hours ago, and I am still in basically almost as damp as I was when I got to the freaking shop.
Hello, Irvin. Hello,
And some of
Lightning.
my cards
Hello,
got
Ash.
ruined.
Hello, Frostopad. That sucks.
Yeah, thankfully none of the like the super expensive ones. I got really lucky on that one, but yeah, couple like $20 cards ended up getting watered in.
Silver.
Oh, that sucks.
Silver. Silver, silver,
What?
silver. You're a good boy. Have a good evening.
Silver, you're gay.
This new UI is weird.
I know, right?
I don't think I like it.
That's why it reminds me a lot of like the first redesign League of Legends UI had.
it's at least very clean and organized, so they got that.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm loading up a late 2000s like multiplayer server thing.
Well, we just left
Yep,
the 90s,
that's-
so
Oh, and there's a Merle in here too. There's Merles everywhere.
There's. Because mine's cute.
It's true. Hey, Kinku, and Shadowhunter. And Bluebat.
Also, I apologize ahead of time. I am feeling very feisty today.
RXD. Ounces on you. That sort of feisty?
Then do you need to borrow some rope for your opening?
No, I got plenty.
I also have duct tape.
I don't know where that went after the move.
I also have painter's tape.
Ooh.
You know, in case you want to paint your Oki.
Merle, congrats
I'm-
on that 580 stream streak. Absolutely silver.
Not diggity dog, Merle.
How cute.
You'd have to do a lot of undercuts to successfully paint Oki, that's for sure. I so wonder where your brain went, because there's a few options that I came to, and only 2 of them are not stream safe.
Am I not coming through? I'm gonna turn up my volume a bit.
I was hearing you fine.
Yeah, you seem just fine now. Let me open up your stream. Oh yeah, you really are super quiet on your stream. Yeah, like I bumped you up like twice as loud as I usually have stream, so I could barely hear you.
All right, sent invites for stream together to you two, Aaron, Tao.
Let's try this. Is this any better?
It sounds like you're at like 5% volume. Hmm.
How about this? Is this any better? The gain should be good.
Yeah, you're quiet still, not quite as quiet, but that could also just be relative to the music.
Well, I just turned down the music.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know why. Here, I'm gonna do this. All right. Audio reset work. Can even just mute out the music entirely. Because you guys are coming in a lot louder than me for some reason. Weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I have. It's got to be. It's got to be OBS.
Because like it could be totally off base, but it just sounds like your source is a fraction of the volume of the other sources.
It wasn't. They're at the same volume, but I'll turn things up a
Hmm.
little bit here.
And I don't know.
Now you sound good.
All right. Well, I got nothing here. All right. I'm ready to go.
Ready.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's get this going. Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Fallout Twin Cities Scar, Season 1, Episode 5, Absolutely No Nerve Damage. This is one of our tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it. Let us know what you think. For now, we're going to go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with Enja.
Hello and good day, everyone. I will be your storyteller for this evening, Angeluma Reyes. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events. I'll be following our players today, starting with Dr. Hex.
Hello, I am Taldares, and I will be playing Dr. Hex, also known as Dr. Grayson occasionally, and, has a twin. He is a poison metal type and is a synth. So, fun times all around with that. We don't have the next person, so skipping and on to the Lucinda.
Hello, I am Viv. I will be playing Lucinda, the party's Deathclaw representation. She is a astral shadow type. It's generally not what you would expect from a Deathclaw, but she's a bit weird. On to, I think, the other doctor, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I'm going to be playing the other Dr. Grayson, otherwise known as Dr. RGB, the other twin, and also metal poison type. Off to Sprocket.
Hey, I'm Okifer, and I play Sprocket. I am a light and metal type, and I just got myself the business end of a laser pistol. Definitely not planning crimes. And on to the party scout, Venro.
Hello, everybody. I am Razim, and I am playing as Venro, the Night Stalker, ground poison type, and scout and stuff. But for now, we're going to turn the recap over to. We'll let the dice decide. Sprocket!
All right. So, last time we started off on our big old grand adventure into the wastes. We decided to turn down the deal to go and get the projector up and running inside the town in hopes that we can find something on the outside. So we go, we leave, we go and hear the clacking of mysterious rocks in the sky as our fate is determined. And we are greeted, after a bit of travel, with a wasteland diner. It's filled with your usual suspects, including a masked stranger who has more guns than, well, basically everybody else in the diner combined, who is lifting their mask to sup upon their food. The group gets together and orders a nice meal, glad not to use their rations. As we're enjoying our mixture of the special, which is a form of hash, some extremely greasy foods, some mildly spicy foods, and lots of coffee, a crazed gunman comes in holding two things of note. A strange beeping device that seemed to beep more as it was waved over our group, and a laser pistol, far more pristine than this man's look would imply he could ever afford. Venro, being used to these sorts of shenanigans, goes full stealth snuppy mode and gives the man a good old bite, injecting him with an absolutely insane dosage of venom, like really should be regulated. And in his stupor, The man stumbles and Sprocket leaps from his chair and beats him multiple times with a piece of rebar. The man goes down, and then our resident medic goes and starts to stabilize him so we can learn a bit more about what's going on. We managed to gather the laser pistol and the doohickey, which seemed to be some sort of radio receiver thingy, and get the guy stabilized. He has been awake for several days, so he's not going to be helpful at all, as he's going to be sleeping it off over the next probably 72 hours. And we go and get the radio thing unencrypted with some fantastic teamwork rolls between the mechanics of the group, and we are greeted by a very, very strange situation. We are greeted by a good morning by somebody who knows that we broke the encryption on the device, and they continue to ramble about hiring people, but they're not fond of sharing. And during their greeting, they went and said, oh, and we are going to do activation code 1, 2, and both of our doctors turned off their sound receptors during that out of fear of being activated or just not wanting to deal with the pompous voice. We listened in, learned that there's probably going to be more encounters, and that if our group, which we assume we are the ones being targeted, is being targeted, the encounters are going to escalate and continue, which was not great. Additionally, while we were at the bar, the man who had lots of guns, don't want to forget to mention, was named Wyatt Cole, bit of a all-around mercenary. Gave us a bit of rumors, mentioned that he saw some flying robots, one cubular, one more normal called an entertainer, which was usually seen in circuses and entertainment parks, flying overhead just about a day ago. Very concerning, and the timing is a bit weird, but we didn't get much else besides the general direction. Oh, he also offered to buy the laser pistol that Sprocket looted off the guy's still living body. Sprocket took the focusing section of the laser pistol and then sold it. After that, we went to go have our night out in underneath these stars and found that everything seemed okay. We took our 3 watches, and each watch revealed a bit of very interesting information about the natural world around us. We had Dr. RGB and Easel, if I recall correctly, doing their first watch, and they saw what seemed to be a strange streak dividing some clouds. With some absolutely expert knowledge, Dr. RGB identified it as a bird, a very large, disruptive bird. This was not believed. Next watch is Dr. Hex and Lucinda. Dr. Hex has another amazing role and determines it to be a government bird, one of the mechanical varieties. And then for the third watch, Sprocket goes up and sees, probably a very expensive government bird. None of us have heard what a contrail is, and therefore cannot determine what it was. The rest of our watch goes by pretty darn smoothly. We weren't attacked, and we were getting up nice and early in the morning. Also, bugs are attracted to Sprocket's lights, and he uses them as a quick little morning protein shake. Did I miss anything?
I believe not.
Yippee!
I think that was everything.
Yep, at least everything that's important.
Oh, and we did feed the doctors a lot of grease. A lot of grease. One of their tails is noticeably larger than the other ones now.
Dollars, is it the blue box?
Frosty Bite, thank you so much for that tip. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. And you're gonna have to find out if it's the blue box.
Turns out we were thinking of the wrong blue box, and it's actually just Kraft mac and cheese.
But anyways, off to you, Enja.
Alrighty. It's time for a new day. As the group will march ever onwards, southwards.
We schmoovin'.
Yeah, straight up. So, how'd everybody sleep last night? We found a pretty cozy spot.
I'm rather surprised we didn't have any surprises.
I feel like having
Especially with your lights there, because rad roaches are actually attracted to light.
You're so right. I'm disappointed. That would have been a good breakfast. Brad Roach's on a stick. I've heard Isel is very good at preparing that. I do think some of our success can be owed to the large and imposing members of the party. I don't think anybody wants to mess with these two.
I will remind people.
Factually incorrect. People try and mess
These
with us
three.
all the time.
Really? Well, people. I mean, like, beasts and roaches. Or do they try nibbling?
Desperate things are rarely intelligent.
Yeah, that's fair.
Smaller things do tend to leave us alone. If for no other reason than they are used to usually ignoring the larger things out in the wasteland.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable prey response. Don't try messing with things bigger than you. Learned that one the hard way myself.
I also assume that they weren't bothered because they don't smell like prey. Or even meat.
Well, we do have some biological parts. It's a mix.
I also say after the grease eating, they smell pretty good today. Well, RGB does.
I do hazard against trying to bite me, though.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Good.
Either way, I'm assuming that we're going to mostly just be trying to make good time right now.
As long as we don't see any enticing scrap piles, I think a straight shot's best, though I think Venera would be the expert on navigation.
Very likely. I just want to advocate for getting out of here, considering the whole scanning us thing that went on.
That would be preferred if possible.
I don't feel like
Agreed.
having more people coming around and trying to scan us.
Very true. I do wonder, maybe, though I'm not very good at the whole programmy, wordsy bits of things. If the one we have could be reverse engineered into detecting if others come nearby.
I mean, do we know what it stands for to begin with?
That is something we have yet to look into, I believe, because there's 2 robotic entities, 3 technically here. It's not hard, if I'm not mistaken, to seek certain signals from electronics. I'm not entirely sure about.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
Fleshy beings.
That, or for all we know, it's
I've-
detecting certain metal contents that we're more likely to have.
I, for one, have never heard of something that will track specific biological beings, but also I just kind of taste the air and find them myself.
Yeah, that is a fair point. You two do broadcast the little radio station we have going. That could be keyed into, I think.
Well, yes, but we actively do that. It's not like you connecting to it passively gives you access to whatever we're thinking at the time.
I just mean for like detection and tracking purposes, though I think its utility far outweighs any capability of being tracked.
Maybe, but if they were doing it that way, it would only work while we were actively using it.
Which we weren't, so that should rule it out.
Rather than checking frequencies, at least in terms of our ability to communicate with electronics nearby, it's more likely that they were looking for some sort of frequency or innate thing that one of our bodies gives off, either me or my brothers or yours, in case for some reason they're interested.
I would say it's probably more likely it's one of you two. You're a bit more of a known number around town. But you never
Well,
know.
that's-
Best not to assume.
That's true, but there's also other things that it could be trying to search for.
I will say that I was separated from you all there, and he did point it slightly towards my direction as well. So maybe it is able to track all of us somehow.
Interesting question for you here, Benro. Do you have any sort of magical capabilities?
He shakes his head.
All right, there goes one of the easiest other things that I know can be detected at the very least, which is magic.
There is also the possibility that something got stuck on us at some point in time.
Oh, shoot. Spock is just gonna like turn around and just start like looking all over his tunic and his body, and like, I don't see anything.
But whatever it was turned off remotely as well, so it could have just been somebody watching us.
So many vantage points. Anybody could have been looking at us through binoculars.
Alas.
But unless we get this back to a place that has actual good parts to start trying to, good tools and parts in order to start trying to look through it, there is only so much that we're going to be able to deduce out in the field. And we aren't exactly going to turn around for this, so.
Big agree.
Best we can really do is just try and get a move on and see if we can manage to lose whoever is potentially tracking us.
Well, there is that tunnel that apparently everybody's afraid to go into. We could, in theory, take that.
Possibility. That on our way, or was that for the caravan coming over to the city?
I thought that was just going to the city.
Possible. I can't say for sure, I guess. Out of character, Enja,
Yes.
am I being stupid? Was the tunnel further ahead or was that into the city?
It is to the city. It's basically a shortcut. It basically there is a route. It doesn't lead directly into the city. But it does go through a portion of otherwise hazardous territory
I see.
through the wastelands.
One way or the other, then. I suppose the best option we have is forward.
Yep, gotta go get us some parts from a bespoke manufacturing facility.
Possibly.
So excited. I wonder what goodies they'll have inside. No, we are good to loot it outside of the parts that we're getting, right? Just want to make sure that that's all good with everybody.
That mostly depends on who might have claimed it. In general, loot is up for grabs, but if we get there and discover that someone has set up shop, they may disagree.
True. I did kind of get the impression that it wasn't a very populated thing, concerning how niche it was, but you never know.
I mean, parts are parts at the end of the day, are they not?
Yeah. Though the mall has security like it does, and this is related to where the stuff was manufactured, I shudder to think of the beep boops that would be stalking those hallways.
At that point, I was just going to hope that their security system was still existing at all. So that way I could try and hack into it.
As long as you don't get hurt, I don't care. Please don't hurt yourself.
Safety first, all that.
Either way, that's if we even make it to the place without incurring additional trouble. Considering that apparently there's going to be multiple potentially hostile people in the area, well, we need to see whose territory it's actually even falling in right now.
Venro, how much further do we have? Do you have any idea?
Does Venro have any idea on that, Enja?
Yes, as you have been outside and scouting the territories, you do have a general idea of which factions are where.
But the question is how much longer it'll be before we get there.
Well, Assuming that there's nothing that stops you, about 2 more days, but you will be otherwise marching the entire time and hoping that nothing stops you.
Should be about 2 more days.
Not horrendous. I guess the question is do we have any idea whose territory this factory even falls in, or is that something we'll have to discover when we get there?
Well, since you were saying that he has an idea of that, what does Venro know of that, Enja?
Alright, considering this is directly south, you would suspect that this, well, it's hard to say exactly, but if you were to guess, this territory would probably be closer to the Steel Brotherhood. And it might not be in the territory, but you are also. But if it's not, it might be close. Because the thing is that, as it was stated before, the Steel Brotherhood are setting up. They haven't been here long, so the borders aren't defined yet. But if there was a place they'd want to start, a factory sounds pretty good.
So, it's not really in anyone's territory, but the Brotherhood of Steel is somewhat close by. I would be surprised if they were not keeping an eye on it, or had already looted it.
Oh, joy.
That's terrible news, but better to know than to assume it's not the case.
Depends by
Well, if they're
everything
not
sword belt,
entrenched in
speak
the
of
area,
guns.
then that's double the reason to hurry. I don't want to let them get entrenched in the area before we try and go there.
Yeah, waiting is not going to be in our favor.
Well, Inja, could I possibly do a navigation check to try and find a slightly quicker path?
Yes, you may.
As soon as I figure out where my character sheet went, you minimize it for a brief moment and then it disappears.
Eeny, meeny, miny, that tab.
Tab
Yeah, I found it.
763.
Now, if Fantasy Grounds will just let me put this in the box. There we go. Is that enough, or should to succeed there, Inja? I might sold the one, but I get to know if it's enough first.
Okay. Now I have a potentially peculiar question. What terrain do you dislike most?
Anything open?
Well, you're in Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
We're
but
also
there's
apparently
ruins
forest.
and
Yeah, I guess.
there's ruins and such around, but
Yeah, we'd probably be in Apple Valley right now. So yeah, we haven't hit the farmlands yet.
Okay.
I suppose a better answer would probably be like swamplands and the like, but yeah, he also does not. He prefers to at least stick to the ground if he has to go through open area.
I was wondering, like, potentially river crossings
The
would
Mississippi.
be unfavorable.
Venro has no issues with that. You know, the resistance to rads and such. Also, hello, squeakers.
Gimmond.
There's the adorable bean.
Hey, I'm Demon. They're playing ISO, the Fire Sonic Alligator. And Cook. Back to the scene.
All right. Now, there is an air quotes faster route, and it is not technically over terrain that you dislike. However, you will have to go across some chasms somehow.
Well, there is a slightly faster way that we could get there, but there are a few holes and chasms in the way that we would have to go over or such instead of around.
Do you have an idea of how deep?
Looks at Enja.
What was the question?
Do you know how deep the chasms are?
Roughly 80 to 90 feet.
He relays that.
However, they are deeper than they are wide.
About how far across are they?
For that one, only maybe 25 to 30 feet.
Most of them are pretty narrow compared to how deep they are. About 20, 30 feet.
Hey, that's certainly a height. We have ropes. That should make it pretty easy. Though the idea of becoming a sprocket pancake doesn't fill me with happiness.
I do also have to mention mine and my brother's weights, considering we are 12-foot tall robotic beings with industrial level gel in high quantities is not a small number.
That's why I was planning to take us around. Just saying that if we had a means across, well, that's an option.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we have a way to cross it then. At least not to my knowledge.
If there was scrap nearby, I could maybe fashion like a little bridge out of it, but for the party's big boys, I feel like it would be insufficient, yeah.
we would likely need a considerable amount of metal or wood or something to make a bridge that would hold the two.
Yeah, and the tail is also something to consider. If there's two chasms right next to each other, that tail would have to be able to drag across the bridge, make it across, and then move the bridge from one to the other. And yeah, no, that's sounds like a recipe for disaster.
So the decision's been made, it sounds like, of us just continuing forward.
All right, so you're not going to try the chasm route.
It seems ill-advised.
Potentially. Probably. But not definitely.
I haven't been this pleased with a group of folks since the Cormyreans sent the price of turnips through the roof during the onion famine.
Oh boy.
Did you get that list done?
Well, it's not a list. I only need the one to start with. I don't do multiple of these anymore. I mean, back when I did multiple, I swear it was all people wanted. They would get a Jakovich card, then they'd play another Jakovich card. I do got to bring it up though because it murderized all my tabs when I had a blue screen yesterday. Was that the day before? Whatever.
Murderlation.
The fact that I have so many tabs just for this one man.
You did it to yourself.
Don't worry about my tabs, Blue Bat. I'm already back up to like 100. Anyways, if people want to talk while I actually get this up, go ahead. Because I have to log into this shit again.
I honestly have nothing to say right now. Unless we want to have the bird conversation again, but I'm pretty sure we're tired of that.
I could talk about birds all day, but I feel like that would make y'all dislike me more.
No, I never said I dislike you. I just don't trust you. With yourself.
Oh. I haven't done anything life-endangering around y'all.
That we know of.
You may know how to pick a lock or two, but stealth is not my specialty. You know, on account of the whole needing my lights to see.
Isol looks away at the mention of stealth after the last incident.
It's fine. If you guys get in trouble, Venro can just go invisible and walk away.
Yeah. It's like the standard.
Rocket reaches up and gives Isol a pat on the back. There, it's okay. You are wearing, like, an entire kitchen set on your body at all times.
Yeah.
Very well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he doesn't like me.
I just want you to go gambling.
Yeah. I mean, as
Video
a streamer and
gambling.
video game player, you're obligated to pretend to enjoy gambling,
Aw,
even though it
dang
always
it.
bites you.
Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it.
I should really sectionate this, buddy. Also, he is very correct. The Wasteland is a gamble. Oh, come the fuck on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Google going, oh hey, there's a security alert. You need to log in again. Now I need to go grab my fucking phone to do my two-factor authentication. I'll be right back.
Mini
What do you mean?
intermission.
All I did is I logged back into my own computer stuff. What do you mean? What do you mean suspicious logins? It blue
Oh, yeah,
screened
there
and
was a-
signed me out.
There was a Stormguard played, you're right. I forgot about it.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, that's going to slow you down.
Anyways, I'm gonna go grab my phone. I'll be right back.
Yeah, if it were me by myself, I'd just get there probably in a day and a half. But there's a few things that we need to avoid because, well, you two don't exactly step lightly, and you've got all of the pots and pans. Like over there, there's a Deathclaw nest. Off that way. That big building over there that we're doing a circle around has some super mutants. Things like those.
I would
Yeah.
apologize, but I didn't decide my size.
Can't you do some, what are they called? Aftermarket upgrades?
Our systems are a little too complex for that. That's like me doing aftermarket modifications on you to make you smaller. You were about to say, Isel? Giemond?
Huh, silence.
Fell into the chasm.
I'm thinking he may have gotten subsonic.
Hashtag not my fault this time.
I will say, though, I wouldn't call them upgrades if it's making those two smaller. They're perfect as they are.
I mean, sure, but if they were smaller, then they might not be able to stop you from eating the lead.
Counterpoint, I wouldn't get as good of uppies.
Please do not encourage the sprocket to eat lead.
Fenro gives a shrug. I've seen worse out here.
Plus, I think the lead is good for me. I don't have proof of that yet, but I do think it's good for me. Somehow.
I have a ridiculously difficult time believing in such things, considering that lead tends to kill brain cells and be very toxic
But,
to physical beings.
what if it never makes it to my brain? Like, what if it gets stored somewhere inside of me?
Then I feel bad for whatever predator ever bites you.
I feel bad for them on account of the glass myself, but yeah, if there's a pocket of lead inside the sprocket, then that would be doubly bad.
There are several reasons not to eat lead, including the fact that it tastes like sugar.
Silver, down! God.
Do we have to... Do we have to put him in timeout?
I can certainly confirm that is not the case, Silver. Anyway.
Maybe.
All right, I'm back. I was still listening, so I just heard Silver did a thing. Do I even want to know?
No. It's in the chat. Key, yeah, 2-minute timeout.
He is being bonkened. Understandable.
Degeneracy.
Now, what were we doing? Oh, right. Tal's back. He can do the thing.
Yep. Tal's back. There's a storm brewing. Gimmond is abducted.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Squeaky.
Welcome back. You came back just in time for me to do a Yakovich.
Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Hey, so I found this Pip-Boy that has something called all-frequency broadcasting, and figured I'd go ahead and try it out. Well, I guess it's not really my Pip-Boy. I found it after beating up some strange wasteland beast after cleaning up an area belonging to my great uncle Gora, and I like to talk to people, so I thought I'd go ahead and send a message to my newest buddies. Though I'm not too sure what a frequency is, but it was also in a mahogany table drawer, which is actually really interesting because my great uncle Gora really hated mahogany trees for some reason. Kept talking about how they were only completely inferior to all other wood types and were only good for finding out if someone was worth beating up. You know, I never really even knew if he went to a place that grew mahogany wood. Maybe he just went to beat up some rich guy for it and looked at the tables while he was doing it. That reminds me of a funny story with tables, though, because one time I found a thing made of tables that wasn't actual tables, but instead was actually just pretending to be a table. Wanted to eat me instead. I just thought it was some special irradiated wood, not a whole monster to try and go and wrestle. Unfortunately, it was kind of wimpy at the time. Maybe that's why it was trying to trick me instead. Speaking of, I think I have a barrel made of that strange irradiated creature wood thing. And, I figured it would go pretty good for making jerky, so I started making some in it, but then the jerky disappeared from inside of it, which means it's still probably a bit feisty and maybe still alive. I'm not too sure about that part. I'd still got a while on the second batch that I'm trying to go ahead and make in it, but I think something kept in a barrel that's actually trying to be feisty will taste pretty good. I just need to go hunting for more meat to put into it. I always heard from Uncle Hiddle that stuff always tastes better if you fight for it, so how much better will it be if you actually personally fight for it? Inside of something that you also had to fight in order to make the jerky in the first place. I wonder if it'll be more tender. If it's tough in a fight, I'm feeling pretty tender afterwards usually anyway, so it's looking good on that, considering there's some sort of transitive property, the sciencey mumbo-jumbo stuff that I think someone said to me one time when complaining to me. It'll work out. I'm pretty sure about that. Anyways, I have to go set the table because I got a friend coming in a few weeks, and I want to make sure that it is completely ready. Although I do need to find some new gloves, considering that my work gloves made of Deathclaw hide that my father owned left to me actually got some pretty nice damage on them when I was taking care of that thing over at Uncle Gore's house. Speaking of, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if you ever find some death claws, I don't know if they actually like shed or something, or if I could just convince them and bribe them with a bunch of food in order to give up some more hide in order to fix these up. But if you ever find some, go ahead and send them my way. I will bribe them with so many things, including food that may or may not be made out of, I guess, creature table thing. Whatever, they like irradiated stuff, right? I'm pretty sure it's irradiated. It glows green in the dark. And then he just clicks and leaves.
You know, I thought I could yap.
Lucinda is just staring at the Pip-Boy.
I'm pretty sure that man just broadcast on several frequencies at once.
So
Literally
that
all of
didn't
them.
come from you two.
No.
I thought I broke my Pip-Boy. Yeah, that was something.
Imagine hearing that in your head. Brother, we need to secure our lines, I think.
That would probably be for the best.
What did we just experience?
Someone talking about finding a creature that was trying to pretend to be a table and making a barrel out of them to try and make jerky.
They
At least
sound
that was
like
one part of it. I think there was 5 parts to that story.
They certainly sound like a character. One I would not like to meet in person.
Either way.
Yeah.
Are you sure? It seems he wants to try and bribe you.
No.
Claw gloves from his grandfather, father, great pappy, whatever the heck. So definitely a fighting family, that's for sure. I never want to encounter that individual in my life. I am scared.
Did he also just say something about?
Just so you know, you're
You are, yeah, way too quiet.
Did he also say something about edible wood or something?
I do believe
If
he
you deal with the
mentioned-
splinters.
Let's continue on.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna carefully forget this ever happened.
As the group spends 5 minutes looking at their Pip-Boys, and then just decide to forget about that and move on.
Yeah.
We have collectively decided that it was a group hallucination. Never actually happened.
Yeah, what was that?
Fedro
We're
didn't
supposed
even
to talk about
stop. He's still
birds?
leading the way. He's, another 30 yards ahead.
So, Enja,
Yes.
any happenstances along the way?
I'm so glad you asked.
Oh boy.
What's that one?
Vicious math rocks.
Danger dice, danger dice. Everybody loves danger
Math
dice.
is,
Absolutely.
math is
Okay.
slower than the rocks.
Oh my god.
Oh no?
Huh. Okay. This is
That inspires
a
so
bit-
much confidence.
This is a bit soon for this one, but okay. Sure.
Fenro goes invisible.
As you're walking around the chasms, there seems to be, well, it's not chasms, but there are pillars around, like stalagmites, very large stalagmites. Curious for these to be practically next a small field of these to be basically next to the ravines, but whatever. However, a voice will be speaking up. Hello. So you
Hello.
are the ones that visited while I was away. I'm so sorry I couldn't give you proper accommodations.
Enja, I was
You don't
kidding
know
about the death
what
call.
direction the speaker is speaking from, though. So, hello. You must be. Let's see, your name was Ven Boat.
Yep, Fedro is immediately invisible.
And this one, Spring. Lucille. And the brothers of Curse.
Oh, Lord.
So do you think they're dramatic or crazy?
Probably both.
Both? Ah, allow me to make proper introductions. I am the collector. Well, perhaps not the collector, but a collector regardless. And I believe I am owed a toll.
Oh, the boss fight that we dodged before is back.
Yeah, aren't you a bit far away from home?
Not necessarily. After all, candy has found its way above ground, and I will have it.
You do realize that there's no bridges around, so your demands for toll are invalid.
You passed through my territory.
So you're not the troll under the bridge?
Oh, no. I am a collector. I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Nice call out, Enja. I appreciate it.
Explains the incorrect names.
And you're absolutely...
Didn't your mom, get on your case about this or something?
What are you talking about?
Didn't his mom or something pop in on the whole
That was
thing?
the creator of the collector's mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the thing
was
that
the
was
one
supposed
that
to be there.
made all the skeletons.
Yeah,
Or the one that
collectors-
set this whole skeleton ecosystem into motion.
This is a skeleton that preys upon other skeletons to collect your delicious, delicious candies.
Oh, so it's not the thing that was like, no, we don't want to, and you guys are weird liking that.
Yes.
This isn't the same one.
Correct.
No.
Okay,
This is,
my bad.
This is
Scratch that.
this is a separate entity.
Out of character is Isel.
Yeah.
You still have the candies, right?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing: has Brock had been trying to eat them.
No, Sprocket has not eaten any of the candies.
And you
He was
didn't ask
tempted.
if you had. He asked if you've been trying.
No. After he was told very strongly to not eat the candies, he did not. There hasn't been a moment that Sprocket has been alone with Isel. There's always been supervision.
Good.
I was about to say you're making them feel correct about the supervision then.
The supervision is the correct answer.
This toll you speak of. Are you just wanting candy?
Collector's purpose is to collect them and increase their knowledge base further. With every candy I gain, my approximate knowledge becomes less approximate. You will
I
notice that he never mentioned Izul, so he really thinks that there's only 5 members of this team.
So he also has the amount of people incorrect. Nice.
Like I said, he has approximate knowledge of many things.
I feel like we probably should not be giving him any of this.
It doesn't really seem like there's a reason to give him anything other than he says so. Like, what's the benefit?
So what does the party want to do?
I mean, all he's really done so far is just not really show us why we can't just walk.
You're too quiet, Niemond.
Yeah, we have no clue what you're saying.
Yeah, you
I
come
mean,
in and out, so
well, he really hasn't shown us a reason why we can't just pass through yet.
I mean, considering the magical the nonsense of that entire area, I'm going to assume that he can pop up here to be annoying or attack us if we don't pay it, but also, like, other than that, what's the benefit in paying him the candy?
Maybe he'll get our names right for once. Well, I guess that's not really a benefit. Mr. Collecty Becky, what happens if we don't give you the candy? Can we just walk by regardless? Are you just asking nicely?
I would begin to attack you, and then I would extract your eyeballs and stick a thread through them and wear them until they eventually withered and fell off like old grapes.
Ooh, you mean like the necklace of my own eyeballs I wear? Sprocket like lifts up his necklace of Nixie tubes. Like this, but they don't really rot.
Fascinating. It would eventually shatter against my bones. But it seems that if negotiations are not to be happening, I will be moving on to a harvest instead.
Hey, so I'm just gonna let you know something very important about us in general, which is if you kill us, you don't get those candy things. That isn't a thing with us.
That I am aware of. You are not the first ones I have encountered. Still, I like my odds.
I mean, this is essentially just paying him $20 to fuck off, isn't it?
Not even $20. It's paying him some pocket lint to fuck off.
I
would love to eat the
just
candy.
worry that he may not be satisfied with that.
Okay, well, all right, Mr. Bone Zone. Say we give you this candy. This is just a one-time thing. We don't have to hear from you again as long as we don't go back into the magical nonsense zone.
If that is your prerogative, on the other hand, this could be the beginnings of a fruitful relationship where you collect candies instead and trade them to me in exchange for questions.
or approximate knowledge?
Which will become less proximate.
So the more candies he gets, the more certainty he has on his answers, which means the more we would trade him, the better knowledge we would get in return if we accept.
That is my offer.
It would also mean going back into the bone zone and committing more skeleton assault, which seemed easy enough considering how quickly they broke, but also doesn't seem like a good usage of our time considering the constraints we're under.
Oh, there are many entrances to the underground.
So are we trusting at all that if we give him the candies that make him stronger, he is not going to be an issue for us later?
I'm not.
Not particularly.
A reasonable concern, but truthfully, I do have access to all knowledge. Not all knowledge, however, will be traded equally, such as if you wanted to know more about yourselves, that would be difficult knowledge to acquire, but I do have an approximate answer.
All right, a test then. If you have approximate knowledge, then you have an approximate knowledge of who took out the generator in the Glass City.
Yes, I do.
Ooh, I have a good question, though not really for the act of transactions, just more to see how you react. In your approximate knowledge there, what do you think the chances of us beating you are? Do you think you're estimating high or estimating low?
2%. And that's counting that I spontaneously disjoint in every fashion and lose my ability to speak.
So he's very confident in his ability to beat us like a drum.
Yeah, but he was also
Yeah.
very confident when naming us all incorrectly.
It's true. I'm personally not attached to the candy, but I'm also not happy about the concept of this bonezo becoming a recurring theme in our lives. So,
Yeah, I could not care less about the actual candy. I just don't want this guy coming back.
Okay, so you give him the candy and he goes away.
yeah. It's tempting his knowledge about my past, and I imagine you two's past is to ya. I think I'd pass on it from him. It'd be wrong anyway.
We do remember our past, thankfully.
I mean,
Though,
worst case, if we ever do, for whatever reason, decide to want his knowledge, we can always go look for him again.
he wouldn't be too hard to find. So I guess it sounds like we're leaning towards just giving him the candies, but I still want an answer to the question I asked. Approximate knowledge, at least, of whom was responsible for the generator's issues would be a lead.
That will, as a token of goodwill, I will answer, depending on the amount that you give me during this interaction. Call it a measure of goodwill instead of a toll. However, for the full and complete answer, the price is 50.
I have no idea how many we got.
9.
Hmm.
What was the answer? Or what was the response?
No, that was out of character. I didn't know how many we had out of
Okay.
character.
I believe you have 9.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
So it seems that information the collector is considering extremely valuable. Perhaps you could ask him why instead.
Well, that and he also has approximate knowledge of how much we even have, so he's probably also overestimating how many we even have.
And he probably has approximate knowledge of how important that information is to us, too.
Well, we don't have enough to get the exact answer, but how much would be the answer for why they sabotaged the generator was sabotaged?
Full and complete answer. That one will be 12.
Okay, who in this party
Well,
put
that's-
a bunch of points in charisma and has the barter skill?
There is no barter skill.
It was a
Rocket's
joke.
got empathy and persuasion.
It was a joke.
General also.
Barter.
Lucinda, unfortunately, has charming but no persuasion.
Is that, do we want to take that out of character?
I think that one seems reasonable. Knowing the why at least lets us navigate. Because if the why is dangerous, as in this was meant to explode but it didn't, then that moves our time scale a bit more than this was a test or something to disrupt the city.
Well, that and also, like, just trying to think about it. Like, maybe I misheard the number, but, like, can we even afford that one?
No, we have 9. He
We're
said
pretty short.
12. That's why I was making the barter joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the full and complete answer is 12, but a partial, we can get most of that with 9. I am assuming he would just leave a little bit out.
I mean, there's also the fact that we could give them the 9 and say that we're giving him all 12, and his approximate knowledge might work in our favor and make him think that we actually did.
I don't think it
Give him
works
12.
that way. I'm pretty sure his ability to count is not approximate.
No, but he might approximate 9 and 12 to be similar to 10.
Taking a bit of a leap, but go ahead.
So out of character, it sounds
Well,
like we're doing this one way or the other. So if we don't
Yeah,
say
I'm
how
about
much
to
we're
say-
handing him, just see what happens.
I mean, this is more just to try and fucking get him to leave us alone afterwards anyway, so, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
None of us really care that much.
So we're just gonna give him all the candies we have and call it good?
Yep.
Basically.
And see if it
Can't be
rolls in our
fucking
favor.
bothered.
Yeah, see what
Yeah.
information we can glean out of him and then be on our damn way.
It sounds like a plan to me.
Right, -9 skeleton candy.
Smarties.
Right, well,
Collector will
here's...
be revealing itself. Though I have a question. How many of you have played Dark Souls?
Me.
Is he
Cool.
Nito?
I have not.
He's smaller Nito, but he is Nito adjacent.
Nitito.
That's real, Nito.
That's pretty neato. Very true.
But,
Puts on sunglasses.
Yep. Classic meme.
He will be collecting the candies and seemingly dropping them into the darkness that seems to be making a room around him. State your questions.
Well, the same one that we just asked. Why was the generator messed with?
With this number of candies, what I will be telling you is that they considered the generator the perfect tool to achieve their desired results, them and every member of their faction.
What the fuck kind of bullshit vagueness is that?
We didn't give him the full amount, so we didn't get a complete answer.
And his
It's an
knowledge
approximate
is
answer if I've
approximate.
ever heard one.
Well, we can
That is, in
identify
fact,
for a
pretty
fact.
They messed with the generator because they felt like messing with the generator. Thanks.
Well, there is actually an important bit of information we got out of that.
Yeah, it's
A single faction, and the fact that it's a single faction that could benefit from the generator specifically.
Yeah, this isn't like a rogue agent kind of thing. This is this narrows down our suspect list to be groups that the entire faction would agree with doing this.
And it was intentional. It's very important too. Like, this was planned.
I'm assuming if we ever got him 3 more candies, we would get the rest of the answer.
Very probably.
All right, cool.
Approximately.
Approximately.
He's gonna get approximately 3 more candies if we ever need more information from him. Anyway, cool. Thanks.
Are we good to go?
Side quest opened. If you ever have questions and no leads, go to the underground and beat up skeletons.
Yeah, there's literally a skeleton gang we can mug for candy. So like, cool, I guess.
So this is where the
Rattle 'em,
mini game
boys.
opens up. Got it.
So true, rattle 'em,
Or
boys.
there is a very funny alternative.
Why, beat up the farmers?
No. Find a candy store.
Just buy Smarties.
Hilarious.
I mean, Smarties don't have expiration dates, not really.
It's because they're sugar.
They're compressed sugar bricks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Compressed sugar bricks.
But what about
All right. Well,
compressed Smartie?
what if you compress a compressed brick?
You get a
Sounds
compressed
like a
brick.
great time. I would like swallow that candy so quick. Like, could you imagine the sugar rush?
No.
Physically, no.
Starts walking.
All right. Well, thank you for the information. If we need you again, we'll come find you.
Farewell. Ah,
We are.
there are 6 of you. I understand.
Approximately 6, yes.
Wait until he learns about the 7th party member.
Farewell. As he will effectively vanish into mist.
We were just memeing on this guy. It is so great.
I do like the call out though. I like the call out.
Yeah.
For those that know what show that came from.
So what?
Zip bomb.
So what if we just like made a pipe bomb? What if it exploded into Smarties and gave it to them? Like it's just a shrapnel bomb made out of Smarties.
Honestly, I feel like he'd fuck with it. I feel like he'd like it.
I was about to say, I think he'd just approve, just unironically.
If it contains Smarties, he's happy for it. Like, I get that level of simplicity.
Fair enough, I guess. Well, we've got a little bit more information. We didn't have to get into a pointless fight. And hopefully we're not being stalked by a spooky bone man anywhere.
Oh, just several other people, possibly. One less stalker.
Yep.
This is not a problem I expected to have.
Yeah. Definitely not.
If I knew that volunteering to deal with a catastrophe in the city would get me my own dedicated fan club of stalkers, I would have done it so many years ago. Probably would have died for it, but
Yeah, Sprocket, I don't think that's a fan club you want.
yeah, on second thought, you're right. It's not a good thing.
Well, I vote we keep moving.
We are moving.
That would
Agreed.
likely be for the best.
Yeah. However, I do believe that Storm card has played, so the weather is getting worse.
Joy.
Huzzah. Yay.
Please be a regular storm and not a rat storm.
That would suck to be you.
It would.
Please let this be a regular field trip.
In Fallout?
With the stream? No way.
Now let's roll for severity.
Dude, I'm just imagining like a rad storm shows up and just like Lucinda is just spewing out green lightning everywhere, shouting unlimited power.
Actually, Enja, we've changed the storm cards where it starts out relatively small. Then the more storm cards the viewers play, the worse it gets. But you can carry the storm over between sessions if you want.
Okay. It's just rain for the time being, but that does cause some inconvenience regardless. How will the group be marching through the storm, or are you just gonna muscle through?
Well, Venro's good. He's just going to pull out a wide brim hat and put it on his head and just keep going.
Yeah, like unironically, it's just some water.
Yeah. Just because we haven't installed
Sprocket
windshield
likes the rain.
wipers doesn't mean that we're not good.
Oh no, the windshield wipers. I love that. Skirt, skirt.
I was just gonna look at Venro's hat, then look at probably a pot. Or
Fire. Heed
okay.
my call.
Well, all right then.
Tier 2.
Heavier rain. The ground's going to get muddy.
I hate this.
Do you want me to carry you?
No, I want it to not be muddy.
Well, that's going to
right,
be a little
you're-
bit difficult when out in the wasteland.
I'm a
Yeah. I was gonna see Venero with his hat. Look at his like pots and pans he has.
Lucinda is going to every few minutes be making a new, like, think of something. Am I able to make just like a pane of wood, basically, or like metal?
I mean, probably.
With create mundane, like just a thin like say like a stop sign, like level of metal, just a sign of a stop sign. You just hold it above her head and just continually keep remaking it.
I suppose.
So there's a stop sign and a hat and somebody
Putting on
possibly a pot.
Yeah.
You're not going to make the joke?
What is the joke?
The drying
I know the
pan?
joke. Yeah. I turned my frying pan into a drying pan.
Oh.
Or whatever it is.
Pokemon per season.
God, that's so old.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
So am I. I remember when that aired.
Oh, you young whippersnappers will never know what we got to enjoy back in our day.
A jelly donut.
God, that.
And the Synth Brothers are just probably continuing to walk. Your chest?
I felt a brief constriction as I became aware of the passage of time.
You would get used to that.
So in lieu of keeping up with it, oof, ouch, my bone.
Isel's also gonna offer a frying pan to Sprocket.
Careful with that. You might just keep it.
I wouldn't take from a party member ever. Only from the dead and from scrap piles. But actually, I'm good. This is refreshing. Like, as Sprocket's like walking along, he's like holding his paws out to catch the rain, opening his mouth and licking it. Like, he's happy as a clam, whatever those are.
Well, if you
Usually little sparks are shooting off of him.
He's insulated, though if you stand near him, it is like sitting behind a cozy window on a night of rain. Just hear little tippy taps on his glass.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
God damn it, that's gonna make me have to get back to my computer, and I'm just nice and cozy here, and one moment.
Lol.
Rah. I'm so scared. Sprocket's out here having a good time, getting moist, enjoying the rain.
Having a good time, having a good time.
He's a Sprocket star about to get exploded into pieces.
So, if you do want something to help keep you dry, here you go. Just give it back later, please.
Of course. Well, I'll just go and Sprocket will go put it in his tunic. It just goes, boop. There we go. Got a pocket for that there. But no, for now, I'm just enjoying it. It's a nice vibe. It's honestly kind of warm out for what it was, I think. Kind of easy to forget what season it is, considering we live in a big glass complex.
I can tell you it's
Well,
not winter.
I see an influence that I think we missed last week.
Oh.
And then here's the one that just came in.
didn't we already eat the Cajun jambalaya?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we do that? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we did.
I just didn't mark it off.
That was when Sprocket got teleported into an alternate dimension and got offered food.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Derp. I thought that came in after that and was a new one.
Nope.
Never mind.
Nope. Where did you share these? I may be a little silly.
I send them to Enja
okay.
directly.
Not to the rest of us. Gotcha.
And then he can
Not for us
decide
to
to
know.
implement or deny.
Oh, wow. Lucienda.
Oh,
Ooh.
Your next cast is peculiar. As you don't make a stop sign. No, you end up making something more elaborate now, actually. You make a full umbrella. It's a strong one too.
this one permanent or temporary?
It will stay.
She's going to blink and just be like, I didn't know I could do that.
It seems like a fluke, but yes.
Well, yeah, she didn't realize she could fluke like that. It's the thing. She's like, I didn't know that was possible. Oh. Well, I'm not going to say no. Now I have this parasite.
Ooh, that's pretty. How'd you make that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Magic.
There might be radiation in this rain. Who knows?
It tingles on the tongue, so I think it does.
It's your turn for Uppy's brother.
You're
What
a
a
bit too quiet
sentence.
for me to hear that.
I said, it's your turn for Uppy's brother. I said, I don't
Alright,
want to
okay.
carry it.
Yep, grabbed.
But the rain is nice. I'm enjoying it. I'll close my mouth. I'll stop drinking it. I'll use my filter straw jar thingy.
It's too late.
It's not like
been
either of us are
Uppy.
using any umbrellas, but
You have a fun
Just
texture when you're wet.
saying. If they were smaller, they wouldn't do that.
Counterpoint. I'm now closer to the rain, and it's slightly more painful when it hits me. So I win.
Wait, how is it more painful?
Oh, wait, no, that was a bug. You're right. Darn.
moving on.
Confusing creature.
We're walking in the rain. No, we're in the rain. Nothing to do but continue walking in the rain.
Yes. However, with more rain means more mud, and it's slow going. Needless to say.
Ick.
Rocket's gonna pull out the pan he was gifted and hold it above the Grayson twin who's carrying him's head.
It probably covers like a very small portion of the head.
It's the thought that counts.
I'm just imagining he's just got a tiny saucepan.
Vari
Yeah,
immediately
imagine-
pops in, immediately makes the drying pan joke.
Yep, there it is. We got there.
Frame one.
I was
Frame one
imagining
input.
giving him a skillet, but
It's one of those single egg pans.
Those are
Tries
really
to put a
nice.
skillet over one of the Grayson twins' heads to block the rain. Doesn't block it all the way. Skillet issue.
I hate that's funny.
Trust me, I was if Isel had said skillet, that would have been the absolute first thing out of my mouth.
This is the one pun I'm making, but you really were pandering to Viv with that one, weren't you? That is my
I'm
one.
going to
I am
bed.
Victory!
done.
And Joe, you might want to save Zim.
Perhaps I shall. Okay, so how long do the storm cards last?
Oh, they can last as long as you want.
It's basically up to you.
Then I'll say that while the rain does slow you down, it has subsided by the time it's time to make camp. However, you might not make it to location tomorrow.
It has slowed us down. We're behind schedule.
So we're setting up camp, or is something happening?
No. Well, hold on. Perhaps I could roll on the table one more time if you so wish.
I was asking because it sounded like you were leading towards something and then didn't, so I was confused.
It's more like you won't need to worry too much about the terrain being even worse by the time you get up tomorrow.
Ah. Are we doing different watches tonight, gentlemen? Or the same watches?
Oh, I'm never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
Nothings has purchased 25 tabletop cards packs.
Whoa.
That's
Ido,
loud.
thank you so much for that purchase.
Oh, Ido's about to cause some chaos.
Ido's a good pupper.
I was say that's
Feel
very
the
doubtful.
backhand of justice!
Vari, on the
Yeah,
other hand.
that's so loud.
Uh-oh.
Is it loud for everybody else?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
loud.
It's like at our vocal level, if not slightly higher.
It's louder than our vocal level.
I have not changed anything with all this.
The wonderful life of streamers. Sometimes
an
it
audio
works,
issue?
sometimes it doesn't.
I have literally no idea what I
Feel
could
the
do.
backhand of justice!
yeah, that's kind of loud.
I don't know what I
guess
could
it
do
do
about it
allows to be
because
boosted.
it's not any different than normal.
I don't know, maybe lower the feed through volume slightly.
I think a bunch of things
Look,
updated recently and messed it
I
up.
have no space for any more.
Ooh, junk.
Well, I turned it down slightly, so
It helped.
That was a bit more reasonable.
As for organizing the watches, I still suggest I go on the last watch just due to biological skill issues on my end.
Did we just want to do what we did last night?
I mean, fine.
I mean, doing it that way worked out pretty nicely the other night, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good with me.
I put Lightpaw in Mala's jar.
I'm okay with this. So yeah, Isel and Dr. RGB on first watch. Unless it's an uneventful night.
All right. I'll take those rolls.
Isel, take an additional die for the perception check.
Okay.
It's a body reroll if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I'll spend a body. A boost to body.
Huh? Time for bashing something?
Like Paul gave an
Ooh.
exploding 10.
Okay. Plus 2. Plus 5 actually now, because
Yep.
that's the current.
I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. Let's see. Does anything happen?
Bird.
Government bird.
Bird. Government bird.
Is your pit boy off?
Isel?
Probably not.
Does it have a radio function?
Yeah.
Boy. While nothing happens throughout the night, you have met the requirements to receive a strange message. 26515576.
Uh,
Stand up and circle the camp 3 times. Dig in the ground 5 feet from your location. After making these rotations,
I'm just gonna go over to RGB and kind of show him this.
Excuse
Well,
me.
great. You just used his activation phrase.
Hmm?
Is the voice still going in, Jet, or did it stop there?
it stopped there. It gave you a message and ended.
String of numbers, circle the camp.
3
Exit.
times and then dig where you stop.
Yeah. Well, that's strange.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to warn the others when they wake up. I don't know what the heck that means, necessarily. Other than our favorite stalkers, possibly, in the area.
So, is this number 3 now?
This group may be capable of learning after all.
Oh no. Of course.
Plato's fan, no.
Of course the candy card gets played after they say that.
Well, well, well. What's the candy card do again?
XP.
Yep,
Nice.
5 experience to the party.
Nice. Very nice.
Woo! Free experience, no strings attached.
I mean,
No,
unless...
but there might be a bomb attached.
Did
Even
you...
better.
Did you want me to circle the camp 3 times, then dig a hole, Heisel?
It would be good to check it out just in case it's something bad.
Stay in camp just in case. If I explode for whatever reason, tell my brother. Damn. Good luck putting me back together. Starts walking.
His last words for you. Damn.
So you will be the one who fulfills this odd request.
Apparently. There's a non 0% chance that Hex can put me back together, so I am less concerned about whatever nonsense just got told to us. They're twins. Hex will understand what he means by that. But yes, I will
Yeah,
walk throughout the camp. Go ahead.
Isol's keeping an eye on Dr. RGP as he's circling around.
Yeah, he'll make 3 laps, and then he'll pretend to be a dwarf and diggy a hole.
Yes, but the question was, it said 5 feet from your current location, but it never gave a direction. 5 feet from where he is now? In what direction?
I'm going to start by going 5 feet away from camp.
All right.
Diggy hole, diggy hole.
There's something in the ground. It's a white cloth. It's the size of a rag, though.
Just a
But
white.
the problem is that when you pull it out, it's pristine. Dirt doesn't seem to be able to cling to it.
This is strange, and I know who to give it to. Isol, I do
There's
not like
also
our
a
stalker.
There's also a note.
Oh, what's the note say?
Tut tut. Do it right next time.
Walks back to camp, hands Isol the note. Isol the note.
Isol picks up the note from RGP.
RGB walks back, walks around 3 times, walks the other direction, digs a hole.
There's nothing in your next location. However, would you like to make an insight or would you like to make an insight or I don't even know what else. Investigation check maybe?
I'll make an investigation, sure. 4 dice.
Right.
Is it worth spending resources on this? I mean, we're at 8 dots, so I'm just gonna keep the 1. Our stalker has chosen to play a little game.
Well, this is very peculiar, but maybe if Izul got the message, perhaps Izul was supposed to do it.
Azul.
Yeah.
I believe it is your turn.
All right. Isol will Do what Dr. RGB did. Walk, walk 5 feet from the camp. And, circle it 3 times.
Now pick a direction. Walk 5 feet and dig a hole.
Let's go with, left first.
Okay.
Then he will diggy the hole.
There's nothing in this hole except another note. So the dog. So the dog can fetch. Oh, nice.
Hazel's gonna look at that.
Oh, there's something on the back, though.
Hazel will flip it over while gritting his teeth a little bit.
Naya is such a nice woman, isn't she?
What did the note say?
Naya is such a nice woman, isn't she?
Can you type that out?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I was just gonna pocket the note and probably a little run around, probably look around now. A lot. Like, if RGB is watching Isel, his demeanor shifts. And he's like really frantically looking around.
RGB will walk up and be like, "Is there a problem?" Do you also need uppies?
No. No. I'm gonna see if going the other direction has something else.
All right, I will go stand off on the side and wait.
Isel's gonna go the other direction this time and see if there's a something in the ground there.
There is another note, and this is getting unsettling. And again, it's been unsettling. Now, no need to get impatient. I'll have more for you later. Just remember, fetch when I say so.
Isel's gonna grit his teeth more. Is there anything else in the hole, or
There is not, but you have learned something of value. They used present tense.
can you type in the chat that second note, please?
No. I mean the first one for you. Nea
Oh.
is.
Okay. Whoops. I thought that was copy it. Whoops.
It's fine. It's fantasy grounds. It's
Yeah, Isel's gonna head back to RGB now.
Did you find anything?
Isel's gonna hand him the second note, but not the first.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know our favorite stalker is around.
I think this is a different one.
Oh, like we needed more than 100. That's wonderful. This wouldn't be your interdimensional friend, would it?
What was that?
This wouldn't happen to be your interdimensional friend, would it?
I think Sprocket's the one with the interdimensional friend.
All right. All right.
So let's talk more about this one. Or let's talk about this one when we get back, as he waves the first note.
What does that one say?
Isel's gonna look apprehensive a bit and then show RGB the first note.
I see. Understood. Hands it back.
Isel takes the note back.
Not much we can do now.
I know my family would be interested in seeing this, so I don't like how they're acting.
Somebody or somebodies has interest in this group, and I'm starting to grow suspicious.
I think it's lots of somebodies at this point.
I dislike this. I moved up here for peace and quiet, of course. One way or the other. We can talk about it in the morning. Is our time up? My brother volunteered to get kicked again.
Well, hopefully his watch doesn't include more this.
One can hope. In the meantime.
Goes back to patrolling for the time being.
Boy. So, the rest of the watch is uneventful. Time for the next person.
That would be Hex and Lucinda, I believe.
I believe so.
And I'm assuming check your DMs there, Tal. Is Tal still there? I do not hear a Tal.
The call is suddenly Talis.
Well, Talvis is better than tailless.
Tal is
Tails are so important.
Yeah. Never live without a tail.
F's in chat for Tal.
R.I.P. Tal.
I see his microphone lighting up every once in a while.
Yeah, I do too.
Suspicious.
Tal.
It's possible he fell asleep considering, yesterday's nonsense.
Yeah, but he said he went to bed last night. But it is possible.
Yeah, I was just
yes.
busy being talked to by family.
There he is.
It's probably family.
Yep. No, there was a whole drama apparently going on with the garbage can.
Oh no.
Wow.
Very important business.
Kuro
the
was
trash
having
can.
the same thing last night.
Ah, nice. Anyways, it's my turn for perception for watching.
Yep, yours and Lucienda's.
Yep.
Alright,
Do
cool.
we want to do it together or separate?
Well, I would recommend that we do it together because I'm gonna have almost no dice to roll because still low XP and
How many
we also
dice
didn't
do
get.
you have?
Take one from teamwork.
That will be.
Yep. Oh, by the way, did you just so you know, we also didn't get any XP last session or any of that, so I don't know if you want to yeet that or just wait, considering we're in the last like hour and a half of session ish.
This experience empty. Yeet.
Okay. This will be.
Enja?
I get distracted for like 3 minutes.
No, the neighbors. Did the neighbors get him?
Enja, I come speaking to you across the internet.
Pepetioki.
Rar. Bark, bark, bark.
I live again. Hello, what happened?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We got a 4 on our combined check, and in addition to that, I asked if you wanted to throw the XP for last session into the chat or just wait because we are technically resting.
True. How much EXP did we get last session?
We didn't.
Oh. Then I'll say 7? 7 sounds fine. Did I distribute merit?
No.
We
Oh,
got nothing
okay.
last session. I had asked about it before we started.
Got it.
Yep, I'm mostly asking right now because we are resting, so this is an opportunity to at least spend a little bit after all this.
It's true.
Which, it ain't gonna be much, but also, I ain't gonna besmirch potentially getting another dot in a skill or something,
It's true.
I mean, that's what I was able to use the 5 XP that we were given from the rare candy for.
Yep. And with a 7, that's 2 dots. And if we get a 6 as well, ooh boy, you got a stew going.
So, let's see if anything happens on your watch. Let's see.
Well,
Oh,
if something
sorry.
does, we have a good chance at seeing it.
Ba-da-ba. Oh, okay. A very active night, it seems.
Oh boy.
There is a figure walking in the distance. They're not walking towards you, but they're close enough for you to notice and see them as a distinct shape.
Cool. Gonna continue watching.
Yep, Hex isn't gonna make any movements on that, but that's also partially because, well, shit, he has accessible on his weapon. He could free action equip that anyway. He doesn't need to pull it out.
Fair enough. The figure continues walking.
So I started blasting.
So, anyways,
It is Fallout.
look, I'm on an ammo budget here. I don't wanna be spending ammo if I don't have to at the beginning of all this shit.
How far away would you say the person?
20 to 30 meters away, maybe?
That's a good chunk. That's a good ways away. Okay.
Yeah, so like long range.
Yes.
Well, if they're not headed over here, there's no need to bother them.
Yep. I see no reason to try and like pop a shot in them. There's absolutely if they're fucking off, then I don't care.
Out of curiosity, are they headed towards the city or in some other direction?
They do seem to be heading towards.
Returning to the scene of the crime. Little laugh if that actually ends up being the case.
Pretty funny. If this was just our guide, we were just like, well, shit. I ain't touching that.
Maybe he's the source of the government birds.
Absolutely.
In that case, Lucinda will watch him until he is no longer in sight.
All right. They'll continue walking and nothing happens.
Hell yeah, it's my favorite kind of night.
Hell yeah.
That is all that happens during your shift.
Cool. Then we're going to go wake up. Sprocket and Vinro.
Yep, that's the next duo.
So, Sprocket, you're getting feather dusted awake again.
Good morning.
More.
Sprocket unhooks his arms from the rock he was cuddling in his sleep. Anything happen?
There was a person a ways off who just walked past, so that's all I saw.
Oh, good. Nobody got shot. Yeah. Click, 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 click. Lights turn on. Let's go get Venro up so we can go stare at the darkness.
You have fun with that.
I usually do.
Also, if you find any strange notes, just collect them. Don't throw them away or burn them.
Strange what's now?
Apparently, the first shift found a couple of strange notes after receiving a mysterious instruction on a Pip-Boy.
It's concerning. Okay. First it's birds, now it's notes. Weird shit.
Yes, which means don't bother getting too comfy.
I wouldn't plan on it. Yeah. Okay. If Venro isn't awake yet, Sprocket's gonna jiggle his tail rattle a little bit. Wakey, wakey.
Yes.
Time for our shift. And by that, I mean I get to assist you in looking at things.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. For like nighttime perceptions, I just assume Sprocket just puts on his high beams.
Oh, he's one of those jerks. I didn't know he was from Wisconsin.
No, Sprocket puts his beams down really low so he can't be seen, which is why he can only help.
Oh, you're from southern Minnesota. Got it.
So, how much are you assisting with?
You get one pippery doodah from perception.
Okay.
Ah.
Wow. Double true combo.
Well,
Okay,
no,
two
not
ones.
true combo. Only one of them is a true combo.
Oh, fair. The other one's just a combo.
Yeah. We're close enough to end. Why not?
Hey.
I got a 5.
That was
A
almost another
5.
10.
Let's see, what is oh my?
Fenrir
You've
goes
had a
invisible.
concerning reaction to every single roll you've done for us tonight, and I'm loving it.
It's been very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, legit. Fenrir probably is invisible for this. Why not get an
Hey.
ambush on somebody trying to ambush us, right?
Ambush the ambush.
Precisely. They just see one little sprocket there, and don't realize death is closing in.
Well, that's if keeping up. I guess the slight edge case thing, but I guess that's if keeping up the shimmer the entire time only counts as light activity.
That is a good point. Put it on the to-do list. So we can discuss it on the morrow. Either way, I want to bite something.
Well, then that may be good news. Because you hear something off in the distance. And you can tell which direction it's coming.
What do I know about the sound and how far away is it?
It's pretty far away, but it sounds almost like music, and there are voices, but you can't really make it out, and it's kind of glowing over there, kind of.
Glowing?
Yeah, there is a source of light over there, but it's not pointing in your direction.
And how far away did you say it? Where it was?
Like maybe 80 meters far.
Oh. Yeah, really far. Does it seem to be on the move?
It's not.
Sprocket, I think I'm gonna go and, check out whatever that is.
The the smeary glowing blob that far away?
He nods.
You feel safe doing so? I'll be here, picking bugs off my visor. Be careful, okay, big guy?
Sure. And he's going invisible and wandering over there quietly.
Ready. Over there. I'm assuming you'll be creeping closer until you can make out more details.
Exactly.
Well, as you continue to approach, the sound grows in intensity before cutting off at some points. But you can identify that this is a recording of some kind, at the very least.
Does there seem to be anybody around?
Well, as you come closer, you can make out the music again and some dialogue. Mr. Starling, this is not proper office behavior. Oh, but Darla, I need you.
Why is somebody watching porn?
As
Porn or a soap opera?
creeping closer,
What's the difference?
you find someone has set up a tent and is projecting something upon the wall. There are 3 individuals and a movie projector.
Is this the Goonian we were told about?
Perhaps. It's a pretty loud movie, and it does seem to potentially be soap opera adjacent. They are watching with rapt attention.
There's a problem here. We were also sent out here to find parts for a movie theater projector.
Yep.
Not the parts, the whole thing.
Because
the whole thing.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, the whole thing got fucking stole.
And what do you know? There just so happens to be a full working movie projector.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to steal it if you know they're not the ones that stole it. Like, if this isn't the stolen one, then he wouldn't want to just steal it. Hmm. Huh. Can I tell if this is like any more details about the projector, like as far as it possibly being what we were looking for?
Well, you've unfortunately not been one for movies, nor have you really investigated projectors. You could go up to it and try and roll an appraise or technology roll.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I will go with appraisal. Yeah, I'll get it back. I'll use a vigor on this. 4.
Ready.
Actually, I did have that. Yes, I did have that available. Okay, good.
Well. So was that appraisal or technology?
That was appraisal.
Understandable.
Would you like
There
me
is
to
one
also roll a
thing.
technology?
No, not necessary.
Okay.
As there is one thing that really helps now that you're quietly looking over the projector with no one's attention towards you, thankfully. It's got a logo. It's got the mall's logo on it.
Gosh darn it. You said there's 3 people here?
That's correct. However, they're also watching a movie, so they're probably not going anywhere.
Yeah. He's gonna go back to camp. And start waking everybody up quietly. And explain, well, I found the projector from the mall. Or from the city.
Excuse me? What?
What was that?
No, excuse me? What? We found the projector
Yeah.
out here, 2 days away from the city.
Yeah, they're just sitting there, watching a movie.
Is it anything good? Should we join them before we get it back?
I don't know. I didn't really look at the movie. I was more interested in the projector.
Great priorities. I like the sad ones, though. Okay. How many people are there?
3.
Boy.
So
Sprocket gives the Tales of the Brain Cell Brothers a kick.
Sits up, looks at his brother. That wasn't you.
No, I would have kicked you harder.
Very true. Sticks his head out. What's up?
We're going to be raiding a camp. We found the movie projector. Well, Venro did.
Convenient. Are we packing up, or are we just going to go there and come back?
About how close is it to when we were going to be heading out anyways, Ninja?
Well, it was the last shift, so maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Probably just go over, take care of them, get it, and come back.
All right. You coming, brother?
I just went to sleep. But sure.
All right. Gets out of the tent. Good, because I would have dragged him otherwise.
I'm
And
assuming
Benra
Lucinda
was
is also
waking
being
up the
woke-
others.
Okay, let's say. I assume Lucinda's being woken up here. All right.
Venro, I did say Venro was waking everybody up.
I assume surround the camp. Are we actually just going to demand it back, or are y'all going to do the whole guns a-blazing thing?
Well, we definitely do not want to go guns blazing because, well, we kind of need that back intact. I don't think they'll pay, well, anything for damaged goods in this case.
I leave tactics to the rest of y'all.
Well, Vinro, you and I are pretty good on stealth, so we could perhaps flank off to the side while the others lure them out of the tent.
Just let me know when to start
Ooh.
stomping.
It can be a distraction.
Fenro's just looking Lucinda up and down, giant death claw, and trying to comprehend how she is stealthy, but shrugs. Sure, yeah.
She's stealthy because she is shadow typed.
She's stealthy because she cheats. Understood.
Correct. Little did you know she was a chameleon Deathclaw the entire time. No.
Licks eyeball.
That wouldn't even be that far-fetched.
Oh, Isel, here you go.
Sprocket gets the little pan out and hands it back to Isel.
I took the liberty of cleaning it.
It is far shinier than it was before. Almost suspiciously shiny.
It's been licking. It hasn't.
What did you say, Viv?
I said he's been licking it, hasn't he?
I suppose it is kind of on a stick.
It was honestly my exact same assumption that he was just licking it.
Yeah, I was just gonna let this one go.
I wasn't.
And the laugh is confirming it, by the way.
That wasn't the plan, but it's better than what I had in mind.
You're welcome.
When the assumptions are wrong, but also very right.
Isol's gonna look it over. Well, it's a lot cleaner than before. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Well, yes, that. And
All right.
yeah, let's go distract and or kick some ass.
Let's go. Which way, Venro?
Fenro will lead the way.
Off we are to possibly kick some ass.
Before we go, are we going to try and just have the two stealthies snatch it and then we all run away? Or is it going to always end in violence? We could try coercing them or intimidating them, though I'm not good at the intimidation part on account of the whole
Gestures at his 5'3" self.
I would suggest that we just demand it back while the other two stay hidden, and if they don't give it back, well, whatever you all choose to do, I cannot participate in violence unless they shoot at me first.
Got it. Well, Isel, let's give them a show they won't forget.
We
Also, ooh
have
boy,
fan art.
Fluffy did a thing.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh right, I need to write down that Lucinda has a parasite.
Lucinda's also going to be getting a very clean reg here soon.
The cleanest of regs.
Whoosh.
Why is she getting a rag?
Because I found a sparkling clean reg in the mud that apparently did not get dirty from mud.
Oh,
The gift art is on screen.
adorable.
Get dusted,
Super
nerd.
cute. Nerd got dusted.
Plus one slightly cleaner nerd.
It is actually very good for cleaning since it doesn't seem to get dirty no matter what you do to it.
Amazing. Gib. Grabby claws.
You'll be presented with it after we are done dealing with this.
Excellent.
Collect enough of them and you can replace all the white parts of your clothes with it.
That is a different type of cloth entirely, Rocket. Thank you.
You've not actually identified this cloth. You just know that it's white and it's the size of a rag and it feels like cloth.
Cloth berries taste like cloth berries.
I would assume that the people that need to roll stealth should do so.
Yep. I'm assuming it is quite dark outside, so
Yes, it's still dark out.
X is just gonna wait like a little bit for the stealthy people to do their thing, and then just start walking forward with all of the grace of a 12-foot tall, over 1-ton being that's just walking forward because they got woken up too early.
With 100 eggy bitties.
Just match the brothers'
Thank you for the
stride.
biddies.
7, 8, 9.
That's a good roll.
We are melding with shadows.
I like to imagine when Lucinda is melding with shadows, she disappears like the Cheshire Cat, except instead of the Cheshire grin, it's just the white frill of the headband that disappears last.
You just see her smile and fade away. And yes, it's just the headband left for a moment, and then poof, that's gone.
Does Isel and Sprocket want to join in the synth twin heavy walk towards the tent?
Oh,
We're doing the walk.
oh yeah, we are going on the frontal. Yep, we are the full frontal assault.
Well, they're going to see the synth twins both looking probably a little bit annoyed with just the "you woke me up." you have directly resulted in me being woken up early.
You couldn't be stupid anywhere else. You had to be stupid within our vicinity.
Isel's probably still a little upset from the thing that happened on the watch with RGB, so
Well, that, and also, like, it's also, like, for both Hex and Lucinda, this is, like, the biggest bullshit possible because they were second... They're the second watch people who have the worst watch to take. Because at least with the other two watches, you get to like either just wake up early or stay up late, and it like works out. Nah, they get the one where you have to wake up in the fucking middle of it and then try and go back to sleep.
You didn't have to stay with the same watches, but you agreed.
Yep.
Also, aren't you, robot? You can just turn off?
Kind of still a mix of robotic and biological. They have both processes.
Ooh, do you have a
Unfortunately,
squishy brain like me?
Lucinda is not robotic.
there
I hate to
is
break it to you, she is not Robo Deathclaw.
the easy answer to that question is we don't know how much of our brains is squishy.
We've decided to not check that because, well, what are we even gonna do if we do manage to successfully find that out? Like, what are we supposed to do with that? We at least know
So,
we
like-
have some memory banks, but we also don't know what percentage of our brain that makes it up.
Okay. So you can't just take off your visor and like feel the little latex barrier between your brain and the world. That's just a me thing. Thought all robots kind of had that, you know.
No.
Well, not robots. No. Okay.
I think that's
No. That's just you.
Does somebody want to help me with the presence roll to approach the tent? Since I do have a dot in presence.
I'll teamwork.
Sure.
I could give you a dot in presence.
Sprocket has negative presence. He is small bean.
All right, that's 6 dice at least.
the only presence he gives off is of a problem.
Look, that can intimidate some people.
By the way,
Alright.
it's early game, so we haven't really started to even things out. But you want to know one of my favorite things about the twin skill distributions?
What about it?
They've each gone halvesies on all of the social skills,
Ah, that's fun.
basically.
And it was accidental too. That's the funny part.
Yeah,
We didn't discuss it. We just did it.
we just kind of did it. It's great.
Also the one.
Okay. Get rid of the 1.
Oh,
Hey, that's value right there.
Yeah.
We're getting late. I'll chuck a body in there.
Sure. I was thinking the same thing anyway, so that saves
Brings it-
me from that.
4.
Dang.
I'll chuck a body at it now.
Dang.
It's.
I mean,
really...
you've been upgrading your numbers every time, but
I haven't.
I think we've hit diminishing returns.
It's giving mid.
Oh well.
I mean, if you want to boost it somehow, you can. You can throw vigor at it or whatever. I am
You
somewhat.
got 2 6s.
Yeah. So we could technically vigor for 2 more. Make it a 5. Follow tonight's session notes. I'm willing to vigor it.
That and we're still about to do the whole
Oh, that's
we still have to
right.
finish our goddamn rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and vigor it. I'll take the vigor part and make it a 5. Sure. 5.
This is true, Vari. Getting to where we're at. By the way, it'd also be 6 because sold the 1, and the 1 rolled a 10.
Oh, you're right. 6. Well. So yeah, Enja. The group approaches loudly, intentionally.
Oh. All right.
And I guess Dr. RGB's in charge of saying, I do believe that projector is not yours, and we are taking it back to where it belongs now. Thank you.
All right. Let's see how they react to this one.
See, I want a bunch of big guys and little guys. That way that the bigger guys look bigger. And I want it in this order. Big guy, little guy, big guy, little guy, little guy, big guy, big guy.
I didn't know we had this many big guys.
Oh, they're worried.
Simpsons reference.
because they seem to be one, outnumbered, and two, oh god, you're just here now. Okay. Also, apparently, you know what they did. Meaning that they think you might be enforcers from the mall. Even if you were coming noisily, that really didn't give them a lot of time.
Nope, because we waited till we were closer to do it.
Yep.
RGB will just hold out a hand expectingly.
So, is Venro close enough at this point to be able to just grab the projector?
Yeah, no, you can do that.
The projector
As
vanishes.
they're going to just ask,
We had to wake up early for this. Are you going to just keep stuttering?
Venro's grabbing the
all
projector and run.
Is that all you want?
Yes.
Venro secretly steals the projector and runs. We still demand the projector.
I mean, look, if they're making us get up early for this, I'm fine raking them over the coals a bit.
That's not something that can be stealthily stolen, I'm afraid. It's for bulk.
They're also actively watching it.
I think they're distracted from actively watching it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you guys approach them from behind, but it's going to be noticeable when, you know, suddenly...
of the projector, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, true. True. Okay, Venro will hold off for a moment.
So, are you going to hand it over?
Yeah. I guess we've seen that enough times now.
Good.
Grabby hand.
Gib.
You're next to it.
Picks it up.
Okay, now Venro's going to just pick it up and start walking with it.
That works.
Still invisible, but, you know.
Just this invisible floating projector.
Yeah, don't fuck with
You were more outnumbered than you thought. Good job there, buddies.
So before we potentially have to walk back out here, since we know that you're here, did you take anything else? Because we will just be right back if we found out that you took additional things that people haven't noticed yet.
One of them is going to march over to their tent and open a flap, reach inside, and pull out 2 movie reels. We got these.
Also,
Lucinda is going to grab those. Literally just unmelds with shadows right next to him and then just walks off with them. Suddenly Deathclaw. Oh fuck.
Venro's going to let his tail rattle a bit.
They're gonna be sweating some bullets.
All right, so that was round 2. Do we have a round 3 coming? Do you want to see how deep this goes, or are we making sure that this is everything?
That's it.
Fantastic. Anybody have anything else they want to say before we tell them to leave?
I think that they owe some restitution.
I mean, given the night we've had so far, you're not wrong.
And not to mention the lost profits of the movie theater. You know, every day they didn't have this is a day that they're losing out. Gotta keep those employees paid somehow.
The wedding intensifies.
Cinda has put the reels in her pack and has remelded with shadows.
Oh,
Shall
God,
I
she's
roll another?
gone.
Shall I roll another stealth check or subterfuge?
Also, we got additional fan art.
Oh.
Ooh.
Injo, would you require me to roll an additional subterfuge for the remelding or no?
I will not require it.
They are LA spook.
Oh, they're quite a spooked.
I know.
The Konami code. What the hell is this now?
Except you forgot the start on this.
Start select. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start select.
Well, that's a variant.
How do direction?
This is a what entire nation kind of code is this moment?
The select version is for 2-player, by the way. Start is for the single.
So, I do believe my compatriots are saying that you should pay up, so pull out the caps, boys. I want to go back to bed.
They're going to exchange looks, but I think they're suspecting that you'll take their caps or you'll take their caps off their corpses.
Well, not corpses, but like, you know, we don't mind putting some holes in them.
There's a death claw that vanished.
Yep.
Who knows where those murder claws could be? Could be right behind them.
That's not unlikely.
Venro's going to be setting down the projector and, you know, going behind them and rattling his tail.
Well, alright. It's time to empty those pockets, boys.
If Lucinda was a meaner person, they would just hear the sound of the fabric of their tent slowly ripping as she drags a claw through. But she's not that.
She's not that angry yet.
The idea of Lucinda ripping a hole in the tent and then turning around and sewing it back shut right away because it's broken now is hilarious.
I was thinking the same thing.
She just does that, frowns, looks at it. No, don't like that. Sews it back up.
So how many caps are they giving us, Enja?
Tis time to empty the pockets, methinks.
Yes.
If these guys continue to steal stuff after this, well then.
Well, at that point, they're just in it for love of the game.
Yeah.
Venro does not intend to leave them completely destitute, because he doesn't want it to continue, and well, if they were completely broke, they'd have no choice. But probably take half, depending on how much they've got.
We'll also say a movie projector is not bread. So, the reasons for stealing are probably corrupt.
Well, okay.
Never underestimate the value of entertainment.
They'll be handing you combined 72 caps.
Okay, maybe they
That's
are
12
broke boys.
apiece.
What'd you say, Tell? I
I'm
didn't
fine
hear
with
what you
getting. I'm fine getting 12 caps apiece for stumbling upon this luckily and not having to use any resources.
Okay.
I don't know, I suppose we could just leave them half.
Alternatively, we take 60, leave them 12. They have enough to get a loaf of bread.
Fair
I
enough.
think that math is reasonable.
What does that
They
split
can,
up to?
they can still eat.
Yep.
So that'd be
So
10
10
for each of us.
apiece.
Yep, 10 apiece.
Yep.
I noted down our shakedown time profits.
Hell yeah.
Hello, shakedown time.
I mean, they kind of
Yippee.
deserve it.
Well, yeah.
Look, Lucinda needs to save up some caps. She's gotta get a menacing knife.
All right.
Pulls it out. Now it's personal.
We got the projector. We got
got the reels.
compensation. We got the reels. I would highly suggest that if you show your face in the city again, you are saints and angels. Understood. The out of character temptation just to have Dr. RGB suddenly flip tones and give a business card and be like, by the way, if you ever need services.
That'd be hilarious.
I am very tempted.
I honestly was expecting it. I wouldn't even think it's out of character. Businessman's got a business.
Tell, what do you think? Are we gonna do the business pitch?
I mean, it'd be pretty funny.
All right. And by the way, if you're ever damaged or have damaged equipment, please visit Doctor and Dr. Full Spectrum Repair and Care. We fix everything. Drops a business card in the ground, turns around to walk away.
These men's got finessed by actual merchants. Oof.
Don't come broke. I'm assuming Venro's going to take the projector again.
Sprocket is already being a little gremlin over the projector, taking it apart in not the breaking it way, but in the, okay, this reel comes off, this comes here, and then storing it deftly in the far too large and questionable pockets of his tunic, because everything fits in there for reasons.
Are you sure you don't want me to carry that, considering I am multiple times your size?
Yeah, the weight gets distributed pretty nicely. Where exactly would you put it? I don't see any containers.
I have a bag.
Yeah, if you're
I'm
offering.
imagining his back just opens up.
Well, he also does literally have like a tool bag.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
imagining
wait, no.
your
It's
back.
the tail.
A hatch on the tail opens up like it's a sea moth.
Yes.
If there was an opening, it is getting converted into like one of those sidecars that motorcycles have, just for Sprocket.
I have an idea of why we need to take hammer space now.
Hey, guess what? That's what
Tail space.
Sprocket has.
Tail space.
Yeah.
I assume that's what
No, that's why
Sprocket had.
Yeah, that's what Sprocket has. That's why he was like, I'm just gonna put this in here and here and here.
So I might need to pick that up at some point.
You could also just pick up the pocket spell.
Yep.
True. Not having to continually recast.
That is also very true.
Stop! It's hammer tail time. All right, RGB's going back to bed before something slaps him.
Do
do do do.
So once we're away from them and getting settled in bed, so it has a giant light bulb. The mall will need that, right?
Yes.
Do not take anything from the projector.
Just making sure it wasn't a fudgeable part.
Do not damage it or take anything from it or anything of the sort.
I wasn't intending it. I was just thinking hypothetically. Everything is safely stored.
Anyways, it's a CRT bulb likely, so it would not work in your face without some upgrades.
Also reasonable. Explains why it didn't fit in. Anyway.
Brother, remind me
So
to
he
hide all the
actually
CRT bulbs
tried.
in our
Got it.
home.
I'm going to bed.
Good night. I do believe that ends that at least.
Yep. If Isel's up still, then Sprocket will assist him with cooking breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think Isel's gonna go back to bed after the night, what happened on Watch, and now this. So yeah, he's probably just cooking breakfast.
So, what's on the menu for this morning? The ration special, or did we catch any crunchy bugs?
Probably more cooked rations.
Well, here. How about this? Sprocket's gonna reach into his cloak and pull out an iguana on a stick. Why don't you go and add this to the things? I'll keep the stick, though. And bread.
Do have these, but I don't know how they would go with this meal. As he pulls out a fungus loaf.
Red meat, and can't forget the mushrooms. I'd say that's everything together.
Yeah.
Actually, there's this really fancy restaurant I looked at once. I think they called that it was bread, meat, and mushroom together. They called it a pizza. Pizza. There we go.
Yeah, that takes a lot of work to make.
I just kind of read one of the menus. It's just a thought. You doing all right, bud? You seem a bit tired. I know your sleep got a bit interrupted.
Eh, he, yeah, he definitely looks down.
Did something happen? Don't tell me that crazy guy started talking on the radio again and said something offensive.
How many stalkers are we up to now?
There's only one Night Stalker in the party. What are you talking about? You trying to recruit more? Is Venro not enough for you?
Sorry, we're adopting a whole litter of snubbies. But stalkers, though, we have creepy guy on the radio. I mean, really, that's it? Well, like, well, and the collector now, I suppose. So we got two.
Oh, meet note guy. As he pulls out the second note from earlier.
What did he do? Just like run up to you and shove a note in your claws, or?
I don't know how much you heard about from the others, but during me and RGB's watch, I suddenly got a strange message on the radio telling me to circle the camp 3 times and then dig. And so I woke up Dr. RGB, and RGB went to do the thing. And then, well, he found a note basically reading something about not following instructions completely. Then found a rag, I think. And then I went to do it after that, and well, we found a different note. Or I found a different note.
Did you find two notes in the same spot? Did you see anybody come place it there? Hear anything?
That's the weird part. We didn't.
Oh no.
And here's the thing. I went around the other way 3 times. And then there was another note, which ended up being this one. The one about don't rush things.
Oh, that doesn't quite seem possible, but we were also ambushed by Collector Toll Booth earlier, so. I swear, I think that generator was stopping magic in the area or something, because this is wild. Was the first note another taunt like this? Just, haha, I got you, or. It's concerning, but it doesn't seem to be something to get you down like this just for some pranks.
This will be easier to explain back at the mall, but for now, let's just say and he just sort of looks down, thinks for a second, and then just hands Sprocket the first note.
Sprocket leans in and turns his light bulbs up a little bit higher to read. That is name that name. Is that the one? I'm having a bit of trouble remembering. I think I've seen that name somewhere before. It was on. Oh, no. Sprocket gives Aizel just a big empathetic hug.
You you okay?
I think I've seen that name somewhere. Wasn't there something that went on? My memory's hazy, but uh, hey, you're that family. Yeah, yeah. But hey, you know, this is something new. I don't remember anything about what went on after.
Let's just say I don't appreciate their tone.
Wouldn't either. That's why would they be messing with you like this?
I'll probably have to. If we're gonna be doing trips like this a lot more, should we should probably all come by the Wasteland Grill later. I'll see if I can get Dad or whoever currently has that note for you all to see.
No. So there's more than just. Why? Next night, I'm gonna stay with your shift. I'll get your back. Pay attention for anything like this. We're gonna figure it out, okay?
Yeah. Also, sorry I can't talk about that note here. It's just that note has a lot of information I remember being better read as is.
Trust me, I know not remembering reading things very well. Sprocket goes and hands the note back to you. Yeah. Uh, you're in good company. We'll take care of you. And if anything else comes like this, it's gonna come right to you right away, okay?
Yeah. Now, let's see how this is turning out. Should I roll a craft check for the cooking the rations?
Go ahead.
Oops, that is not the formula.
Well, it's not your formula.
It was the copy paste thing from earlier.
Oh yeah, add 2 dots for crafting since Sprocket's there, giving you some help. Oh lord.
Aw, that's rude.
Have a mind. It's inconsequential, but we want to see high number on the cook.
I mean, it's the end of the night.
Yeah, take a mind for it. Just turn those ones into something good, something beautiful.
Can't get rid
something
of the ones with
flourishing.
mind, unfortunately. You gotta soul them.
Not mine. Soul. Yep, soul it. I have plenty of soul. Yeah, soul's better.
Do I want a body though, or soul the one probably.
Yeah, I mean he's offering you a
double
soul right
souling
now,
ones.
so I'd roll the one soul
just-
first and then decide what to do from there.
Hey.
That's a 3. Wait, no. It
No,
would be a
still 4
because I messed up the formula. Actually, I think a 4 fits the current mood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty okay breakfast.
And how many rations did that use up? Just 1 or 6?
Actually, it would take 8 because the synth twins each take 2 rations for being large.
And then there was how many iguanas on a stick is Sprocket adding?
Sprocket will add 2, so that would take it down to 6 required units.
I will note for next time that RGB did pick up some nutrient stew.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for next time.
God, I love me some nutrients too. Fill me with nutrients, yes.
I didn't know it was an energy drink.
I mean, are nutrients not nature's energy?
Pat the Okie.
Well, given all that's happened tonight and today, or yesterday now, I think this is pretty good.
It's got all the crunchy bits in the right place and none in the wrong place. That's success to me.
Yeah. He gives a small smile.
Sprocket's going to reach up on his tippy toes and just pat Isel on the head. There.
I suppose I should probably hand these out to everyone else and tell them after all this to meet in the Wasteland Grill for a bit of a discussion about tonight or last night now.
I think that's pretty smart. If we're going to work as a team, it'll be best to know what can be used for or against us, or who or what we're looking for.
And Isel's gonna go around doing that.
I'm assuming you're going to wait until after we all wake up.
Yeah. He's gonna probably keep it warm for now, and then as he starts seeing people get up, he'll hand them the thing and then tell them when we get back to the Glass City at some point, meet at the Wasteland Grill.
Fair enough.
It's 3 minus 6, that's 124.
Alrighty. Character story has progressed.
Oh no.
Oh.
You hit someone with the backstory jump scare today.
Part 1 of 6.
Yes, indeed. How evil of me. How could I do that? The backstory out of nowhere.
And it's the
I
backstory.
swear,
From half
if
port.
we wind up in Azul's mind space, mindscape, you're fired.
I don't know. I feel like there'd be a lot of delicious things in his mindscape.
So, like, out of a cannon, or
All of the above. Set on fire, fired from his job, fired from out of a cannon. You know.
Gimmond, I love you, but for the love of goodness. Mindscape seemed to either follow you or...
This should not end up being a Mindscape.
He lies.
I don't like the should.
Enja in his little fortress of evil, writing down dirty little notes about how to turn it into a mindscape.
I will assume it's Geeman's fault.
That's always a I assume.
Okay, you have no idea how many mindscapes that Geeman has gone on and into and all of that with his characters, and half of them we've been sitting here like, that was cool, we didn't follow any of it.
This is my backstory and you're along for the ride.
Half the time we're not even along for the ride, it's just off in his head. And we're just staring at him in the real world like, you okay? Tap tap?
Well, see, that's what the Brain Cell Brothers are for. We can tap into the ISIL and watch it like a TV screen. It can be projected on Spencer's face.
No!
So I will just ask, has Lucienda gotten their air quotes cleaning cloth?
Yes, it will be provided to Lucienda in the morning. Just be like, I found you a thing.
Understandable.
Lucienda.
Ooh.
Somehow it was perfectly clean in the mud. I'm assuming a gift from one of our stalkers. Enjoy. I wish our stalkers always gave good gifts. It's the least.
She's going to go. You said you found this in the mud.
Yes.
And it looked like this?
In a hole in the mud.
Uh,
In a hole I dug up in the mud.
She's squinting.
Do
Magic cleaning cloth?
He shrugs.
All right, well, I guess I'll have to go find something to test it so I can know for sure.
If you decide you don't want it, I could always use it for cleaning up blood after surgeries. I'm sure my brother could also use it to clean up grease, but that's usually my job.
You could probably just take a straw to it.
I am neither going to confirm nor deny that.
Nailed it. Ugh. Well, Lucinda's gonna go find something that is like like a pane of glass or something that's mildly dirty. Try to wipe it.
I mean, there's the pots and pans from Isel cooking.
True.
Clean the pots and pans. Do it. Do it!
Why not?
Before Sprocket licks him.
I'd say Sprocket could also just be cleaned.
It's that squeaky cloth rubbing noise.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can attempt that. Come here, you.
Oh, yes.
Since you always manage to get a dirty screen, we're going to see how good this cloth is.
All right. Well, hopefully it stays clean.
We will be finding out.
And then it
she's
turns
just
out
going
the
to-
cloth is cursed.
That sounds like a problem for Sprocket.
It does. It does sound like a problem for Sprocket.
Yeah, Sprocket will be the curse bearer. He bears all the sins of the party.
You create
That
most
sounds
of the
about
sins
right.
of the party. It probably doesn't help you lick lead.
If it absorbs radiation, it'll absorb curses. Now, give me my chips.
Okay. That sure was some logic.
It's not a ShamWow, Vari.
It's better than a ShamWow.
So I guess the question is, Enjo, what happens when it's used?
Well, I've got some good news. It will not scratch his visor, no matter how hard you rub.
Damn.
It's smooth, whatever this is. Practically silk adjacent.
Ooh, that's very nice feeling, actually.
The problem being that it doesn't. You didn't put any cleaner on it. You're just wiping it with the cloth. It seems.
Correct.
So it's effectively not unlike a paper towel that won't absorb.
Oh, she didn't go and get glass. She was mostly just like, he tends to get bugs and stuff on his visor, so we can at least get that off.
Yes, it will work for that.
No, you buy lemon pledge.
That cloth is really, really smooth. I don't think I've ever touched a fabric that soft before.
Interesting. Oh, good to see that it is apparently a surprisingly effective cloth.
Maybe they'll just work for dry messes only, since it doesn't seem to suck anything up.
That's probably because I still need proper cleaning supplies to do so.
They offer some bleach, but I'm pretty sure if I took it out of my pockets, one of the twins would take it from me, so it's staying where it is.
No, it would go in my bag and you would never.
Got it. Well, I need it to clean parts, so you heard nothing.
The twins choosing not to comment on this particular one.
I mean, this is all
Fenrir
morning
just-
shenanigans. Hex went back to bed.
Fenrir's still going around patrolling.
Hex went, fuck this, I'm going back to sleep.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Reasonable response. This is just a mind visual question for Venro. When he's like patrolling, is he going like full Snuppy mode and like doing that werewolf halfway on all fours? Or is he staying upright the whole time?
Kind of, not necessarily werewolf, but more, snake slithering. Closer to that.
So on his belly on the ground.
Yeah.
He
He
doing a
tastes the
wiggle.
air for. He tastes the air for, anything coming up and stuff, and then looks up and around here and there, but for the most part, he wants to stay in cover. Or have his own visibility limited.
I was just trying to get the visual of Snuppy shenanigans in my mind. They are now there.
But I suppose this is where we shall end it.
Yeah, we're practically at end time.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today for Fallout Twin Cities Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel that you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, tipping to the channel directly, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, and don't forget, feed your sprockets after midnight.
Yeah.
All right, the recording is out.
Sweet. Over my end, bye y'all. Sending y'all to Rosin. Drink more water, get plenty of rest. Take better care of yourselves. Goodbye. See you on Friday. The raid will go eventually.
Friday.
All right, I yeeted my chat.
Bye,
I'm gonna use
Friday?
them.
Well, thank you for the raids.